I'm live! I'm live! Oh, there's glare on the screen. There's glare. Go away, glare. Go away. Talk to myself. Let's see if we get anybody watching. What's that catch on my camera? Go away. Lens flare. This isn't a Michael Bay movie. Hey, yo, bro. How's it going, mate? It's a bit quiet in the arcade. I thought I'd quickly do a live stream. So if somebody comes in and I need to serve them, we're going to have to stop. Hey, GT. Hey, James. Hey, Quinn. Hey, Colin. Hey, Simpson. Oh, Homer Simpson. As I say, if anybody comes in, I'm going to have to end it soon. But it's quiet. It's a Thursday. It's a bit busier this Thursday than it was last Thursday, so I can't complain. But so far, business going well. Yeah, so Ian, yeah, it's all going well. Can't really complain. I'd say slightly better than expectations, so can't really kind of complain about that. But I thought while I was quiet, I need a selfie stick for my phone. Does this look terrible on my phone? I'm getting people looking at me weird as they walk past the window. You wouldn't be able to see them if I even showed you. Can you see them? No, you wouldn't be able to see them. Yeah, thanks, Quinn. Let's have a little look around. Trim the beard? No, the beard is epic. I'm going to see how long this bad boy can go. Look at it. Look at it. I did a little upgrade today to the booths. Had a little bit more light. It was getting a bit dark in here, I thought. So I've added some bulbs up there and bulb up there. They're like plug-in bulbs. They plug into a plug socket and then you plug a bulb in it. It's kind of cool. Sorry if I'm missing anybody's chat. There's a quick spam of comments and I think I might be missing something. What is the most popular thing in the arcade? You know what? It's pretty even, I would say. If I was to pick anything, I think that racing is the most popular. We've got 6 racing seats. And at the moment, we've had 2 lots of 3 in today that raced. It is temperamental sometimes, and sometimes some things work and some things don't. But it worked well today, so I can't really complain. Oh yeah, look at my beard. Look, I'm getting like 2 grey streaks down either side, which I quite like. I quite like that. But I'd say yeah, the racing is definitely a standout feature. People come in specifically for that. And I'd say then the kind of younger crowd maybe go for the actual gaming pods, so sort of 10 years and plus. And then these sort of motion simulator things, that and that, they're popular with pretty much everybody. We even had, she must have been like in her 70s or something, came in the other day and was like, what can I do? I want to do something. So I was like, you can go on there. And she ended up going, what did she do? Did she go into water or did she go into space? But there's like gentle things as well as crazy things. So it's not too bad. There's lots of stuff for everyone. Oh, this light here, look. Have a look at my nose. So where'd the chat go? Oh no, live chat. Oh, hello, I've got all of it. Oh, I haven't played Vacation Simulator on Quest yet. I'll be honest, mate, I'm so behind in playing anything. Yeah, £15 each if you want one. Pop down to the store. They are pretty cool. Got a Santa one. Unfortunately, Santa's not been selling very well. Most people want the pug, or what do they want? Or the peace sign. Where is it? There it is. That's what most people seem to want. But the store is in Gloucester, UK. That's where I am. I keep checking the door to see if anybody's coming. But at the moment, I'm on my own. We are open till 8, but that's because we're kind of still trying to figure out sort of what the best times to be open are. I mean, if we're dead like 6 till 8 every Thursday, then maybe we just don't open those 2 hours. But you know, we've made our money today, so there's no harm sort of staying open. What's my age? What's my age again? What's my age? I'm old. I'm not super old, but I am old. Practically probably halfway through my life at this point, I think. Hand tracking on the Quest, not tried it myself yet. It's a bit of a novelty, I think, personally, but it's nice that they've brought it out. It's just a shame they haven't brought it to the Rift S as well, because Surely the Rift S can do it if the Quest can do it, but I guess that they're kind of selling a few more Quests that way by making it Quest exclusive for now. A little bit of hype up there, sort of standalone sort of device. Yeah, there'll be more uploads, animation, chaotic. Don't worry, I will do more uploads, more videos. I've just been so busy. I've actually managed to get. I bought today. Well, I say I bought today. I bought yesterday. 2 new lights, LED lights for use in here for videos. So what I'll do, I think in here is I'll sort of set this end of the room. Maybe it's kind of like my gaming bit where I do sort of my videos. Because you can pull these blinds up and make a bigger area. So that's what I'll do. I'll make this kind of area at the end my kind of little studio area for playing games and sort of doing reviews and all my usual stuff. But I just need to kind of get my handle on the business as it is, and then I'll do other stuff, and I'll start bringing some videos back out once I kind of get a handle on it, know what I'm doing. Because yeah, I've never run a business before. This is my first one, and so far, touch wood, it's going all right. No major issues. Well, I'll say that. We had took on 3 members of staff. Already had to let 1 go, but you know that's the way it goes. We won't go into details. It's just the way life is. But yeah, so far all good. No problems. I say no problems. These machines, these racing machines, on occasion. Oh, the phone's ringing. And can I mute the sound on this thing so I can answer the phone without you guys listening? So look. Mute microphone. There you go. There you go, unmute. It was just somebody asking if we got a job. That's funny. I was just talking about people working here, and then somebody calls up asking if we got a job. Well, has anybody got any questions? You want to kind of see anything specific? I'll do a proper sort of tour. What I wanted to do actually, I wanted to bring in a 360 camera and live stream, but I didn't get a chance to kind of dig it out this morning, so I was going to maybe do that today. But we've got this. What you're probably going to now see is me get robbed, and it'll be on live stream. And like this camera will be running down the street in someone's pocket. I'm going to keep walking around my arcade so you can kind of get a bit of view. I try and hold it off as far as I can so you can get a bit of a better view. I just feel like a bit weird for anybody who walks by. I'm not a sort of show off type person. But there you go. So this is kind of our gaming setup. I don't know if I ever said what we've got in here. That these PCs, they've got RTX 2070 supercards in them, i7 9700 CPUs, and some RAM. I think they've got 16 gig, but they only run 1 game at a time really, so they don't need much more RAM than that. We've got 4 of those booths down there. Thanks everyone. Appreciate everyone's feedback on the. I'm trying to see chat, and it's it kind of disappears and then comes back again because it's on my phone. I don't think have I ever live streamed from my phone before? I don't think I have. It's an interesting concept. What percentage of customers are college students from town? Quite a bit. I'd say kind of in the daytime, sort of around lunchtime, we get like a little influx of college students. We just started doing a little bit of a discount for college students and that sort of thing, to kind of encourage a few more of them to come in. Oh, we've got somebody looking. Oh, might be coming in. Oh, hang on, I can mute it.
What is this then? Blood clot! How much is this?
Someone's enthusiastic.
How do I play this? What do I do?
It's whereas VR racing, so you put the VR headset on and it feels like you're inside the car.
How much you pay this?
It's £12 for half an hour, 20 for an hour.
Well, you got anything?
No, you go on whichever thing you.
So what's
put
that
the
then?
time
What's
for.
that do then?
So they're the motion simulators.
What's this?
Well, I had to mute that, but you see them when they come in, and they're like, the guys is like, "What's that? What's this? What's that? What's this? What does that do? I want to do this. I want to do that." So he needed to go down to another shop first, but he might be back for some VR. I think, yeah. But did somebody mention my comments? Yeah, the price that we've got going on at the moment. So we wanted to keep it relatively affordable. So a lot of VR arcades do it for sort of more like 30 or 35 pounds an hour. So we wanted to do it for 20. Well, I did, because I'd rather people come in more often, maybe twice a month, and spend £40, rather than just once spend 30. You know. VR sickness hasn't been too bad at the moment. The only thing that really makes people feel ill is the racing. Now, not a lot of people. I know some people were saying, "Oh, everyone will get sick on the racing," but so far it's only been a handful of people, and it tends to be the older generation. So people that are older than me tend to feel sick because I think you're so low, so fast, and if you're sort of used to driving, you don't get the G-forces and stuff on you, and people kind of feeling that sort of true driving experience, so they feel a little bit ill. But for the most part, I don't think we've had 3 people maybe say they can't do it. So it's been pretty good. Not too bad so far. Where did my comments go? Oh, there they are. Oh, I just realised I'm swiping in front of my camera. What games can you play? Chaotic, you can play more than 30 different games. Let's see if I can I swap the camera around? Oh, I can. I can swap it around like that. Oh no, I can't swap it around. Hang on. Swap. Ah, there you go. So there's our list of games. They're the ones that are installed at the moment. I've got a wider camera angle. What? I didn't even realise I swapped to another camera on the front of my camera on my phone. So those games. The Beat Saber we've had to disable today because there's a bit of an issue with Beat Saber. People boot it up and it goes all laggy, so we've actually had to disable Beat Saber, which is a shame because that's kind of one of the games people come and ask for. But I'm hoping there's some sort of fix or something for it. Excuse my sniffles. I do seem to have picked up every cold and every flu and germ from dealing with people that you possibly can get. We have the Rift S. No, we don't use the link cable because that's like a beta thing that's not like official and kind of not properly supported, and the software that we run and stuff doesn't support it. Plus, people could unplug it and bugger off out the door with the headset. So it's the Rift S. The Rift S, personally, is the nicer screens, the nicer headset. But if you want that wireless freedom, you've got to go for that Quest. Ooh, look at this! It can make people feel sick. Way. See if we can give people VR sickness. Most popular game, probably Beat Saber. Oh wow, I feel dizzy now. Oh, gotta go the other way. Hang on. Oi. There you go. Beat Saber is definitely the #1 game that people play. So hence why I want it kind of fixed so I can get it back in there again. Oh, I'm trying to put my finger in front of the comments, but they're on this left-hand side. Can I turn my phone around that way? Oh, I can. There you go. That's quite clever. I can switch camera and everything. Pistol whip, yeah, we've got pistol whip. Pistol whip's pretty cool. I played that myself today. I've not even get a chance to play half these things myself. But this morning I was like, I've got to play Pistol Whip because I've got to know how do you play it. And it's pretty cool. I do like it. It's a bit like Beat Saber crossed with Super Hot. Sort of popping along to the music, shooting people. It's pretty cool. Oh, God. As I seem to have picked up every germ from every person that's walked in this place. I never get sick, but I've had like a cold for the last 2.5 weeks since we've been open. PSVR or Quest, what do you recommend? It's got to be the Quest. But in all fairness, I've never actually played a PSVR. So it could be an amazing device. I'm going to assume it's not, because the resolution is not that great. But then saying that, it is the most popular VR headset, because there's so many PSVR and PlayStations out there. So, and it's an easy way to get into VR. It's obviously a lot cheaper, what, 200 quid on top of your PS4. So there you go. Deathloop, yeah, I've not tried that yet. I'll be honest, I'm so behind in playing stuff. People have sent me stuff to like do reviews on and stuff, and I feel bad because I've not had a chance to do them. But I'm gonna do them. Everybody who sent me something or try to send me a code or whatever, I will get to them at some point. I'll just like blast through them on a day. So far, we've been open almost 3 weeks. I've not had a day off. I feel like I'm gonna cough. How many people have gone to your arcade? Quite a lot. We've had quite a lot of people in. Saturdays are obviously the busiest day that we have. But even today wasn't too bad. Not as busy as Saturday, mind. Thankfully, because I'm only on my own today. I've done Monday to Thursday without any other staff in, which is fine because I could do it. And we had pretty much a full arcade earlier, but they came in just the right order that no one kind of overlapped. Because like if everyone came in at the same time, it would be a nightmare trying to get them all into VR in a reasonable time, get them all sorted, explain everything, all that sort of stuff. Oh. But thankfully they kind of came in and staggered. Oh, £2 from Colin. Hey Colin, thank you for your £2. $2 even. $2. I appreciate it, buddy. Thanks. What's your business hours? We are open Monday to Thursday, 12 till 8. We're testing the hours to see what works. Obviously, at the moment, we're dead, so maybe we wouldn't stay open. But on Friday, we're open then until 10. So tomorrow we'll be open 12 till 10, and then Saturday and Sunday, 10 till 10. But we're finding Sunday evenings are dead. Sort of after 7 o'clock, it's dead. So we'll sort of see. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to give it to the new year. Let's get us through a kids' holiday, Christmas holidays, all that sort of stuff. See what the true traffic is like for the store, and then we'll kind of adjust as we go. We may make it lower, but I've even got like people that want to come earlier in the week. We've had people that have come from sort of special schools and stuff like that, and they wanted to come early. And I sort of said to them, if they kind of give us a call the day before, let me know that you want to come in early, and I'll open the store early for them, sort of thing, so they can play rather than sort of hanging around outside or whatever. On the understanding that the entire place isn't going to be open, but they just want to come in and have a quick go on, the booths and play some games and stuff. So that's quite cool. It's been quite nice to see. We had a guy, we had a little kid. Well, I say little kid, teenager. Clearly had sort of learning sort of issues, but he was sat down in one of those booths playing Google Earth for a whole half an hour. He was loving it. At one point, he was like stomping around in like a canyon or something. He thought it was amazing. It was great to see. It's nice kind of thing the arcade can do that. I'm actually going to meet with the NHS, so the local sort of health organisation in the UK for Gloucester next week, and I'm taking some headsets to show them because they want to kind of potentially use VR for like well-being type stuff. So people kind of escaping stuff and sort of getting away and kind of being relaxed and that sort of thing. Should be quite good. Yeah, we've considered tournaments, Cerebral Frost. We do have a Top Gear-esque league award, so you can see it just there. So each month we're going to have a particular track and a particular car. If people racing that get a top time, they get 2 hours free racing for them and a friend the following month, and so on and so forth. We will hold proper sort of racing tournaments at some point as well. I'm sure we'll get a lot of interest in that. Yeah, pain treatment, Graham. I guess people can come in and kind of be distracted by something or whatever. So I think they want to kind of see what it's all about. We'll do field school trips, John. We'll sort of see how that all goes. It's tricky to kind of get in contact with some of the schools. I've dropped some schools some messages. I've given them a few phone calls and stuff. Haven't heard a lot back, but I've had some people come in and say, oh, they're from a school and they've been quite interested. So it's kind of like it's an ongoing thing. Well, I'm totally open to it, so we'll sort of see how it goes. I'm conscious I'm kind of waving this phone around and swinging myself around in circles. It's probably quite disorientating. Oh, you're the developer. Oh, to the top. Awesome. We've considered location-based entertainment ideas using Quest, and a lot of the ideas kind of center around competitive kind of things. That's pretty cool. Well, what we've done here, so like, we've got 4 sort of traditional gaming booths where people can play games. But so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. But these are like blinds, so we can pull them up, and then we get VR realm. We can pull them up, and then we get like a bigger space. So we can use the entire space for sort of 3. So now you've got look a space of 2 booths, or 3 booths, or 4 booths, and get the whole sort of area. And the idea was that hopefully people will come out with Quest type stuff, because we do have 4 quests, but we don't really have much use for them other than as extra headsets for like parties and stuff like that. So we'll sort of we'll crack those out whenever there's parties and extra kids that need to be entertained and that sort of thing. But at the moment, because they're kind of mobile, that's actually a bad thing in an arcade environment or shop environment, because somebody could just run off with it. Now, granted, you can unplug a Rift headset, but it's not as easy as the Quest headset where you just go and I'm out. I guess I could stick it on, but then you're kind of defeating the point of it. And is it really any better than the Rift if I'm going to put them on a wire? No. You don't have to run any sort of particular software. It just automatically kind of works with everything. Be interested to kind of see if those guys come back to do this thing. I think he was super excited about doing the racing. Watching non-full screen. Yeah, John, Merry Snowballs. And what was it? Slightly Heroes. They're discontinuing those games, aren't they? I was very disappointed. I dropped the developers a message sort of saying, could I use them in the arcade scenario? And they never replied. But I think they'd be really good fun in an arcade place like this, especially because you can play also on your phone as well, couldn't you? So you could have people sort of download the app, play multiplayer with people. So somebody could be in the booth playing, and then somebody sat on the sofa, because we've got sofas set up, because we actually encourage 3 people to share a booth, or swap in and out. But they could be sat there playing on their phone while the people playing on their headset there. Would be pretty cool. But although it was an Akron, Attack of the Squirrel, or what is Attack of the Squirrel? Is that what it's called? That'd be pretty cool for that. And that's available now. I can license that one. Excuse my cough. Please don't read out my comments. Haha. Which I'm sure you did that just so I could do it. You wish my shop was in the US. Well, you know, maybe one day if we become that successful, we'll open one all over the world. We'll take over the world. Oh, you've been... yeah, I've got the Google tour of this place on Google. So if you've got Wonder, yeah, you can jump in and come into here and have a look around and kind of, saying that, if you go on to, what's the easiest way of finding it? I'll put a link on it, I think, on my YouTube at some point, my community page, to the actual 3D version. So 3D 360 version. So if you go onto that, boot it up in your browser, make it full screen, go web VR, you'll get a 360 3D view of the arcade. Ooh-hoo-hoo. I did do a video of it as well, but the sounds and stuff that came out of it was trash. So I couldn't use it. So I just showed not. Oh, showing up as an empty building, Tom. Well, literally last week, I put up the 360 Google tour. So you should get like a proper Google tour now. So if you go onto Wonder find 37 to 39 Southgate Street in Gloucester, UK. You should be able to zoom in and then look around and everywhere. Did you ever get the 3D 180 videos on the pods are still stuck in your vision. So it's like this. So when you're viewing a VR 180 video, rather than being able to look around with your head, it sticks with you like this. So it doesn't matter where you look, it's always staying with you. It's a bit weird, but they seem to say it's like that, and we've put people through it. I've done a few of them. As long as you kind of just sit there and just watch them, you don't try and look around, they're fine. And there's some really good ones in there, so it's a shame not to use them. But I prefer if you can actually look around. I'm surprised how quiet we are. But they're saying that this time last week was dead, and it's not very nice outside. It's all wet and horrible. There's the various people walking by. They'll probably see me on the phone thinking, oh, I'm not walking there, he's going to like vlog into me. I'm 15. Have you considered part-time weekend jobs? Yes, I have. And I have 2 part-timers that are willing to do as many hours as I want, sort of thing. So that's pretty cool. And they're turning out really well. They're 2 good lads. They work hard. They do what I want them to do, the way I wanted to do it, which is important. I like things a certain way. I'm not a mean guy. I'm not full of rules and super strict or anything. I'm quite relaxed, but I got a little bit of OCD. I think I like things done my way. You do it my way, it's always the highway. The pods are Windows based, so they actually are Windows machines. So that machine there, that's the control panel. That has a Windows machine in it, and then these pods have 2 sort of small Windows machines in them as well. So they all use Steam VR to run. So I had the people who make it dialed into it today, because what you were getting a lot of times were Pod 1 would play fine, but Pod 2 wouldn't get the video. So if you had 2 people in there at the same time, it would have a bit of an issue. But I think they fixed it. I'm not sure whether they have or not. Because it happens randomly. It doesn't like happen every single time, so I don't know if they fixed it. It won't be until we start putting people through random ones, whether we know or not. So we'll have to sort of see. But a lot of people walking by. It's good. It's nice to have sort of this high street location, because at the moment we're getting a lot of people walking in and giving things a go. Right, a bit like the people that you saw come in and were super enthusiastic about it. They were. They just see it and go, oh, what's that? Can I do it? Like we've got a guy now looking. Look, he wants to go. He wants to come in. Go on, come in. No, he's thinking about it. He's reading the prices on the window. I don't think you can see him. Is he coming in? No, that's not him. He's reading the prices, taking a little closer look. We're located on one of the sort of main high streets in Gloucester. So Gloucester town centre is like a crossroad in the middle. It's all pedestrianised, and we're just down one of the main streets between sort of that area and then sort of the shopping outlet centre. So we're kind of in between. So you get a lot of traffic of people walking between the two. Hence why we're getting sort of quite a bit of footfall from people kind of just coming to see what we're doing and stuff. I feel lazy sitting on a sofa. We've got these sofas here, so people can kind of watch what's going on while they're playing. And I hardly ever get to sit on myself. Finding myself just standing behind the counter waiting for people to come in. Your collective will to bring them in. Use the force. Come into my arcade. Spend some money. I can't laugh. I got like a cough, chesty thing going on, so if I laugh I just start coughing. Oh. Well, if you ever come over here, Cerebral Frost, you want to bring your game, you want me to use it in the arcade, good deal. Because at the moment we use Synthesis VR to manage the gaming booths and the racing. But if is it available on there? To the top? I'm not sure if it is it? Although parkour in an arcade setting, like we haven't put in like Creed, so I don't want people punching my walls. But they said that we've got blinds either side. It's only really one wall that they might punch. Oh, you do have an arcade license for it. Ooh. Might have to try it. Is it on Synthesis? Cerebral Frost. But itchy, I know. What time is it? The time is... It's back to front on the camera, but it is 6:45. We close at 8. So I've been live for 30 minutes, and apart from that guy coming in super excited, and the phone call about a job. Yeah, an arcadey version would be quite good, Cerebral Frost. I think that's what we're finding here. Like a few people go, oh, why don't you have Skyrim VR and stuff? It's like, how would you play that here? Unless you're willing to play like for renting this place for like hours and hours, which most people aren't they, in one go? How are you meant to get into like Skyrim and stuff? It has to be kind of short, sort of bursty type stuff. I guess hence why Beat Saber is one of the most popular ones. You know, PD, how's it going, buddy? That's it, yeah, play Skyrim. Just book a whole slot. You book like the whole thing and just keep walking up and down. Just give you like a quest. Link it up with virtual desktop or something. Which is, you know, seems like a more convenient solution than the link, to be fair. Have you tried virtual desktop? I always think it's great. Oh, my phone's buzzing. Do I get any messages? Nothing interesting? No, nothing interesting. It might be on Springboard, maybe, Cerebral. We did think about Springboard or Synthesis, but we went with Synthesis in the end. Mainly because they had Project Cars Pro, which is what we wanted to run on our races. Because it's not on Springboard, and if you want to license it direct, it was like £1,000 per station for a lifetime license. But we didn't have £6,000 to just give over straight away, so we'll see. I think I quite like the look of the Springboard software. It seemed to work quite nice. But then saying that, Synthesis has been really good, and I've kind of been impressed by the customer service behind the scenes of the kind of company behind it. Cayman and a couple of the other guys, I've spoken to them a few times, and they've been really good. Oh, okay, one better get the Steam one then. We've got a couple of Steam ones in there as well thrown in, because they're not available on Springboard, so we'll sort of have a look. They're saying, like you say, if it's not kind of arcadey, I don't want to kind of put people off. Most of the stuff I've got at the moment, knackered. Most stuff I've got at the moment is quite arcadey stuff. What we use to keep our headsets clean, David, I shall show you. So what we've had to do is put these kind of covers onto our controllers, because we found literally the first day people started using these without the covers on, the battery cover was coming off all the time. All the time. People just squeeze them so tight and come off. So you had to put those on to keep the covers on. And they're obviously silicone, so we can wipe those. And then on the headsets themselves, we've got the cover there, the sort of silicone cover. So that works really well. We just wipe that down with antibacterial wipes each time. And then the AMVR sort of padding for the top and the bottom. And we use that. And that's done really well. That's nice and wipeable as well. So they've done really well. It has kind of come apart a little bit on a few of them. I was thinking on the racers, the way we store them, they've kind of broken a little bit. So I might have to order a few new replacement bits at some point. But to be fair, once people got it on their face, it doesn't really move around. It's not really much of an issue. But we'll sort of see how that goes. No gun stocks. We do have haptic vests, which no one's yet to kind of hire. But they're saying that we don't make a big deal out of it. So I need to make a big deal about it, but not all games or many games support the haptic vest, so I don't know. I think it works quite well with like Arizona Sunshine and stuff like that, but not many other games. We would choose a level, usually something fairly early in the game, and take the fastest time through the day to prize. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I guess the trouble is, and I guess if you take it to somewhere where people play games, they're usually almost kind of in that game set of mind. They've played VR games maybe. They're okay to kind of get into it, where what we find here, being an arcade on a high street, you know, most people who come in here have never touched VR before. So you have to kind of explain everything to them, like how to hold the controllers, what buttons to press, what to expect. Most people put the headset on and go, "Oh, it's 3D." They didn't even expect it to be 3D, you know, and that's kind of like the most basic thing about VR, isn't it? Most people end up kind of just looking at their hands for the first 5 minutes. Woohoo! So you've got to kind of find the kind of middle ground, I guess, which is a shame, but I do feel that it's still spreading the word of VR, because all these people that are coming in, all these people that are trying it, they're doing it for the first time, they're going away impressed. I'm even telling people to buy certain headsets for themselves rather than coming in here. You know, they're asking for sort of quite a few people, to be fair, asking what can they buy for Christmas and that sort of thing. Obviously I want them to stay here, so I'm saying like the Quest is rubbish, don't buy the Quest. But you know, yeah, more actually, yeah, that's a good point. Actually, educational content. Synthesis have some educational content coming out soon. I can't remember what it's called now. I want to say it's called like Library XR or something like that. Something like that. Venture XR. I can't remember what it is, but that should be quite good. I'm quite looking forward to sort of seeing how that turns out, because I could quite like to have kind of kids in here learning things. Because even on these pods, there's learning things. There's like space ones where you kind of go into space, and the planets come up in front of you, and then someone's narrating over it about how old the planet is and what's this and what's that, and it's pretty cool. I like it. We had a little girl in there. She was like maybe 3, 4, and she was fascinated. She was having to hold the headset onto her face, but it doesn't rock around very much. It was quite sort of steady, and she was just like, oh, all the time. And then when she come off, she's like, oh, I saw a planet. It was in my face. Should do a people first time in VR video. That's probably a good idea. When people do come in, they obviously got CCTV stuff everywhere. Same when you got CCTV, and plus when they sign up, they sign their waiver to say they're okay to be filmed and stuff like that. Yeah, you think that's a good idea, Graham, but people are lazy. They are. Like, we've got like flyers and stuff with we had flyers. I designed these. We had flyers done, and they didn't have a price list or opening times on them. But people would then, you'd go to them, oh, it's on the website, and they'd never go. They'd never go. So you end up having to buy more flyers just to kind of go, oh, look, here's our price list. Here it is. So people are lazy. If they won't go look on our website for a price list, they're not going to go looking for a how-to video or whatever. Although for the most part, like kids, if they come in and play, they've already watched 50 different YouTube videos on how to play Job Simulator and all that sort of stuff. What time is it? 10 to 7. Oh, I still got another hour of sitting on my own. A lot of people still, well, I say a lot of people, sort of a dribble of people are still walking past. We've got a sign outside that says open, so people know we're open. The non-VR community reacting to hand tracking. You're not on your own. We're here with you. Oh, you were here with me. Of course you are. So if I get mugged, somebody comes in and robs me, you guys are all witnesses. I'll be like, and then you guys need to hit record and save this. God, we're streaming for almost 40 minutes. How's my battery on my phone doing? Oh, down to 36%. I think I started at 60, so that's not too bad. Yeah, when it's not super busy, I'll try and do more videos anyway, because the good thing, I guess, about finishing at 8 is that's kind of the time I used to kind of start doing videos when I was doing it from home, because all my videos were done in the corner of my living room. So I literally had a corner of a living room, no bigger than kind of where that seat is really. There's 2 seats with a table in front of me and the camera pointed at me, and that was my entire thing. Hence why the kind of go was quite good, because I didn't have to move around too much. But now I've got loads of space. I've got proper sort of room scale. Is that arena scale? I can't remember what the definition of arena scale is. It's like 20 meters. But I've got a good bit of space that runs all the way back there and all the way back again to potentially play some things in. So I'm hoping we'll get some kind of cool Quest games at some point where they scan the floor, you play together, a bit like the Dead and Buried demo they did at the first announcement of Quest OC5. Um, oh, if that had come out, that'd be awesome. My badge, Skewy. Come on, up there, badge. That would have been awesome. What do my staff think? What ideas do they have? To be fair, my staff hadn't really touched VR before starting. We had a fair few people sort of apply, a few people sort of who had a bit more VR experience, but my main criteria is people that I can get on with. So I'm going to spend a lot of time with them. People that I can get on with, people that I can trust. And the two that I've got at the moment, yeah, top lads, doing a good job. And they'll be in over the weekend. I think they're both in tomorrow. Yeah, both in tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. And then they're in sort of alternate days next week because we've got kids starting to come off. That sounds a bit weird. Starting to break up for holidays and stuff. So we're expecting a few more people in. I think colleges and stuff break up early next week, and then the kids are sort of towards the end of next week, and then it's the Christmas 2-week period. But we are closed for a couple of days. I'm taking 2 days off. Don't tell John or my partner Colin, but we are going to close for 2 days. I've not had a day off yet. But I don't think it'll affect much. It's my reward for like 2 months solid of this. Because it was days and nights working here, setting it all up. God, I felt all stuffed. I tell you what's doing my head in. I tell you what does my head in this arcade. That thing there. It doesn't shut up. It's got this annoying little tune. You hear it? Can you hear it? Dun, 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 dun. It does that all day. And you can turn the volume down, but the trouble is if you turn the volume down, that means it turns the volume down for the entire thing. So if kids play it, they can't hear anything. But said that, I need to figure it out. I think there's a way of pulling the video file out of that thing, and I'll just re-render it without no audio, because it's like playing like a trailer. You know, Nick? Yeah, it's playing like a trailer. That's where the music's come from. So I'm sure there must be a way of kind of just muting just pulling the audio from the track and then leave it like that. What makes the most revenue? I would say it's pretty even. I don't think anything makes necessarily more than anything else. I'd say the racing is a lot more popular. It's pretty popular. Like I said today, we had 2 groups of 3 and a couple of other sort of people play. The booths are kind of on and off popular. I wouldn't say they're as popular as I kind of thought they would be. And then these pod things and that in the middle, they're pretty popular. So I'd say it's kind of even. I haven't pulled sort of the figures from it, but I think the racing is definitely up there. Because the racing, I don't know if you can see, could it be swapped for cup flying? I guess they could be, but you have to fly with the steering wheel. So you can kind of see it's force feedback steering wheels and it's proper steering wheels. It's got wind, so the faster you go, the more wind it blows on you. And then underneath, actually you can see it on that one, the little red thing, there's a kick butter. So it vibrates the seat when they're racing and stuff. I would say that that's bloody temperamental. So sometimes the vibration works, sometimes the wind works. There's no reason why either of them stop working randomly, but most people don't mind, most people don't care. And if you don't make a big deal out of it, they're still enjoying themselves playing VR anyway. Because it just suddenly stops halfway through a race and then starts again. But most people don't seem to notice. Especially if they're racing with a friend, if they're usually getting quite competitive. Oh man, I need to blow my nose. I think I'm running. Yeah, I guess Elite Dangerous is like another one of those ones where you got to get into. The good thing about what we've got going on here with the Project Cars 2 is it's Project Cars Pro. I don't know if you can see. No, you can't see. Let me get closer. And these things all make noise as well. So Project Cars Pro, so it's Project Cars 2, but it's like an arcade version, which means from this PC here, we can control all 6 of them and set people up in the same race at the same time, doing the same cars, doing all that other stuff, and like calibrate it so they're looking forward the right way and all that sort of stuff, all remotely. So we don't have to kind of be going, oh, press this, press that, press up, down, left, or whatever sort of stuff. It's all kind of set up. Smelly Vision Next, Marcus. Thankfully, so far the arcade, almost 3 weeks old, doesn't smell bad. To be fair, I'm going around with Febreze every day, spraying it. Make sure it stays nice and sweet smelling. What do you put people in for the first time? Well, to be fair, most times we just let people kind of do whatever they want to do. If somebody's asking me to recommend them a game, I might choose Beat Saber, maybe like Super Hot or even Fruit Ninja, because Fruit. Oh, we've got people coming in. Hang on. Have you guys tried VR before?
No.
You've got VR headsets, you say? What headset you got?
Not good one. PlayStation one.
Oh, Although it's the most popular VR headset out there, PlayStation VR. There's so many PlayStations.
Yeah, right. Yeah, where did you get these from?
I buy them.
Pardon?
I buy them, and you can buy them for £15.
Wow. You know, did I say that one I wanted that I did for something for? Yeah, and I got a price.
Get it out of my bag now.
£1,500.
Get it out.
What?
A little bit.
That's not a
There
bit.
is-
There is a bin down there, if you want it.
Get it out.
Yeah, Ethan,
There's nothing in. There's nothing in there. Why would you
He
shut
put it.
No, it's actually not.
Well, when he put it in there, and then he put it down his trunk.
Well, these are sick.
Let's take one of these.
You should relax.
Yeah, bring that in.
But quiet, yeah.
At this time of day, it's Thursday. Last week it was dead, but we've done alright today.
120 minutes is £40 for the beef experience. Is that everything?
That's so.
Is that per person?
Yeah. Well, 3 people will share a booth, so if you want to kind of swap in and out and share
Yeah.
the time, you can do. But if you take more than one, there are games we can play together, either against each other or with each other, like shooting zombies or firing bows and arrows, defending towers.
Let's go.
We've had people like crawling around on the floor playing those games. That's threes.
Nice job.
That's it.
Racing experience. £40 for 2 hours. I could just sit there for 2 hours.
Where people come in a lot, they tend to come in quite often if they get a bit hooked to the racing.
He's like a little funny like church.
I need a shirt.
I have a bus. Oh, it's 21 minutes.
You know what this is. Yeah, I didn't open one of your snacks actually when we saw.
Sorry, guys. Just dumped you under the counter. I need a cough. As I say, I've picked up everybody's germs. I don't usually work with the public. I used to work from home, either I was doing YouTube videos or sort of bank work. So I didn't really have much contact with people. But now I think because I'm working here, I feel like I've had a cold the entire time of working here. So did I miss any comments? Let's have a look. Marcus, how many people have told you they're getting a Quest or home VR kit after trying VR arcade? Quite a few. I would say there's been quite a few people asking about how much the headsets are, how much PCs are. I would say maybe only a handful are kind of saying they're getting a Quest or they've ordered a Quest. Maybe a dozen, maybe. I think some people, even though like people like us, we're kind of into it. What's that noise? Oh, it's the arcade machine over there. I can recognise that noise. Even though like we're into it, we know VR is taking off. It's becoming big. It's got to the stage now where it is mass market ready, but the penetration in the kind of general sort of population is still tiny. You're probably talking like, what, 1% of all people in the country have tried VR, let alone even sort of own a VR headset. Let's be generous and say that 5% of people have tried VR. There's still like 1% have actually sort of own a headset maybe, or thinking about owning a headset. It's not PlayStation or Xbox levels of adoption yet, but it's getting there. Things like the Quest and stuff will help. Just makes it easier to get into. I mean, I know some people think it's not real VR, the Quest or whatever. They prefer the PC VR, which is fine. That's why they have different headsets for different people. I hate it when people say the Go isn't VR. Yes, it is VR. It's a different kind of VR. If it's not the VR for you, that's fine. There's a lot of people out there that still get a lot of use out of the Go, and I think the Go is an awesome device. Yeah, so there you go. Like I say, VR Essentials. It's not at that level. I'm sure at some point it will. VR. I think things like this, hopefully, will just kind of spread the awareness of VR. Because a lot of people didn't think a VR arcade would come to Gloucester, and it only did because I live here. And I was like, well, it's just easier for me. But if I can make it work in this town, I can make it work in any town. And I think I've got quite a nice little setup, a nice little compromise between sort of the racing, the gaming, and the booths, and even the kid thing, and the retro arcade machine, and all that sort of stuff. A nice little balance that I think works quite well. 7:10. Oh, there you go, look. You can see the time there. Well, it's back to front, I guess. Is it back to front for you, or is it just back to front for me? Do you see it the right way around? I don't know. Thanks, Keith. Shame it's quite quiet at the moment, but it's Thursday. It literally is the quietest day of the week. I used to work for years at the Blockbuster Video, back where there was Blockbuster Video, and a Thursday night was always the quietest night. It used to be dead. You didn't get many people come in. Yeah, the Qualcomm XR2 does look like a nice little thing for mobile VR. Well, considering what the Quest has managed to do with just a Snapdragon 835, imagine what that's going to do. Ooh. I mean, even upgrading to the latest Snapdragons and stuff, they've got like 8K support and stuff. So imagine if it didn't produce 8K, but it was still sort of being used for VR. Oof. So I don't know when we'll see an upgrade to the Quest. One thing I do think we might get is a phasing out of the Go. Not because it's a bad device, but I think with the hand tracking, they could almost sell a Quest without the controllers. So take like 150 quid off it or something. 64 gig version, which was the same price as the 64 gig Quest, and make it an upgrade that you buy the controllers if you want to play games. I think that might happen. So I think a few people have been saying about the Quest not being sort of that, the Go even not being that available and stuff. Although it was, wasn't it the #1 seller or something on Amazon Black Friday deals or something? Imagine that. The Go being the #1 tech seller. It's a good little device and at a bargain price. Oh, it's gone very dark outside all of a sudden. Some think someone just turned some lights off. I think I'll wait for this timer to get to about an hour and we'll call the stream and end there. So another 4.5 minutes. So if anybody's got any questions for me, they want to ask me what's been going on, want me to make some excuses about... Oh, let me just turn that around. Some excuses about why I'm not making many videos. At the moment I get quite a few comments going, not make Oculus Go videos anymore. I don't make many of any videos at the moment. Because of this. But I will. I'll be back. I'll make more videos. They will return. It was quite fun making videos and everyone kind of watching them and interacting with you guys. I quite like the little balance between sort of videos and streams and stuff like that. What's the pricing structure? The pricing structure is the pods and the slide are £5 per go per person. The gaming and the racing, so the gaming booths you can share with 3 people at one booth if they want to, swap in and out. £12 for half an hour, 20 for an hour. Same price for the racing, but you can't share it. So it's £12 per seat, or excuse me, £20 for an hour, which most people are saying, "Ooh, that's cheap." But there you go. Funniest videos in the shop. Yeah, I need to start making some notes, don't I, on stuff that's happening. We've got plenty of CCTV cameras around. I can pull some footage from them, I guess. I was thinking about having like a live stream on the pods here, so like anybody who goes in it, like I press a button and it automatically live streams to my business YouTube channel of who's doing it, sort of thing. That could be quite good. Or maybe like it auto records and then I upload it if they pay a couple of quid. I don't know, maybe. But it could be quite good. Yeah, I was going to do a 360 live stream, but I tried looking for the camera that I usually use, the Gear 360 one, for my live streams. I couldn't find it this morning. I've got 2 of them as well. But I got knackered. Live stream and record. Yeah, we'll do some live streams. I mean, live streams might be easier. I might be able to do more live streams maybe, because it's just setting the camera up and just hitting record, hitting go. No editing. But we'll see. I'll definitely come back with some more videos soon. Yeah, repeat customers have been quite good. There's been like 2 of the people that came in to race earlier have been in about 4 times. I think he actually came in twice in the same day. The other day, he came in, had the racing for the first time, and then came back like a couple hours later and did another half an hour. Now, if we'd taken the whole hour in one go, it would have got it cheaper. But you know, got an extra 4 quid out of him. Yeah, I think there might be some. I've kind of opened it up to kind of other VR tubers if they wanted in the UK wanted to pop down and come say hi. If any of you guys are in the area want to come say hi to me, come say hi to me. I'll be here pretty much all the time. Well, I say that I've been here every single hour this place has been open so far, and when it's closed. So I'm always here. If you want to come say hi, maybe we do this. Maybe we do like a Thursday night live stream. If it is busy for whatever reason, we won't do it while the place is open. But maybe a nighttime one. And we can kind of go through things. So I guess at some point, what I'll do, I will kind of review the setup we've got here and the setup we've got there and the setup we've got over there, and kind of my thoughts on it and what's good and what's bad about it and what I would like to see changed. Because it's not ideal. Not all there's more that goes on behind the scenes than should do to make sure things work properly. But it's good fun, you know. It's a learning experience. I'm not sure if that guy and those people are coming back. I did consider retailing headsets, Keith, but it's quite hard to get the headsets from like Oculus or anybody else. They pretty much only sell to bigger retailers. They don't really sell to little guys. Plus, I don't really have anywhere to put them, and the markup on them won't be that great. Plus, I don't really want people to buy them. I want them to come here. So, it's kind of cannibalising my own market for, 20 quid's worth of profit sort of thing. So, yeah, maybe. We'll see in the future. I was thinking about just stocking the cardboard stuff, just to kind of give people a kind of entry level in. and then it might tempt them to do more. But we'll see. We'll see. We might do it in the future, because what we want to do is, this place is massive. So if we can make this a success, we'll open more, and then maybe we'll have more room to do that sort of stuff. But for now, we've got to focus, get as much sales out of this as we can. Have a bar. We were thinking about whether having a bar or something, but booze and VR isn't a great mix, because you're already disorientated, and then you got to start jumping in VR and getting more disorientated. It's going to mess you up even more. But it could be something we do in the future. One of the ideas I did have back when I was first coming up with this was like a big place. Half of it was like kid VR, with kind of like a soft play type thing, some augmented reality type stuff, with projector stuff on the floor, all that sort of stuff. And then another half was the more serious stuff, so like a whole row of racers, a whole row of the gaming booths, and then obviously like a proper bar, sit down type stuff where you could eat or whatever. That would be the dream, I think. I'm going to open one of those at some point. Go full on, big company. You'll see VR experience everywhere. VR XP, baby. Oh yeah. A bar in the staff room. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. In the staff room at the moment, we've got tea and coffee. That's about as far as the bar goes. So I think I'm probably going to end it there. Let's try and get the logo in there. Look, design that myself. I was getting like a company to do all our design, but they weren't coming out with stuff that I liked, so I ended up doing it myself. Alright, if anybody else doesn't have any questions, I don't have Boneworks note, but thank you for watching. I think an hour of live streaming when I should be, well, I say should be working, it's not like we had lots of people in. But hopefully some of you guys will be heading down. Feel free to spend some money here if you do come down, I appreciate it. It will keep me going, keep the business going. But if anybody, I was going to say actually, yeah, if you want to support the arcade, you can kind of donate to gofundme.remarkers.com, and I haven't done it yet, but at some point I will put up a kind of Hall of Fame type thing on a wall somewhere. I think it might be there, that wall by the racers at some point, something, I'm not sure what it'll be, like a plaque or a vinyl thing that go on the wall, but like a word cloud of kind of people that have supported and donated to the GoFundMe will go on there, sort of thing. But thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed this live stream, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. That's fine. I'm big enough and they're good enough to take it. But do let me know in the comments down below why you didn't like it. I'll try to do better for next time. Become one of the Remarkables. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified when I next upload a video. And that's me done. I'm out. Have a virtual high five. And because it's a live stream, I need to find out how to end this. What is this? Oh, I can put filters on. Ooh, black and white. Oh, bubbles! What on earth? Oh, wow, look. Oh, yeah, let's end with that. Right, catch you later. How do I end it? How do I stop? Like that? See ya!